Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I wanted to do a video I haven't really done before. This is a face of the day video, but instead of doing like a straight up, speed up tutorial or a walk you through it tutorial, I'm just going to show you my face, and I'm just going to go through all the products I used today, and I guess I'll have my little opinions throughout, so it might be kind of like some mini reviews in here. So if you guys end up liking this kind of video, let me know in the comments down below if you like it, if you don't like it, if you do like it, what you would like to see in the future, question, comments, all that stuff. And if you don't like it, let me know why you don't like it and what you would rather see. So I'm just trying to come up with some different things to do, because I've been making videos for, wow, almost 2 years now on this channel. And I want to make sure that I'm cranking out some diverse stuff for you guys to watch, to keep you entertained, to keep me entertained, and so we can all just, have an open discussion about makeup, since we're all addicted to makeup if you're watching me. And yeah, so, and let me know what other kind of videos you want to see, so I can keep cranking those out, tutorials, hauls, reviews, first impressions. Let me know. Okay, so let me just go through what I've used today on my face. So I started off by doing my eyes first, because I'm still testing some stuff out, and you'll see what that is. So I went ahead and used one of the new Maybelline Color Tattoos. This is from the Leathers line, and this is in the shade Creamy Beige. I actually applied it with my finger. I applied it all over my lid, all the way up to my brow, blended that in to use kind of like as an eyeshadow primer, eyeshadow base for this next product. So I'm still testing this out. This is the Nudes palette from Maybelline. And yesterday, let me take out that sponge applicator. Yesterday, I tried out these four, and they were okay. And today I'm trying out this four. I did these four as kind of a quad to create this look. And the pigmentation on this overall so far is kind of varies across the board. Most of them have pretty buildable pigmentation. This one right here is just super sheer, shimmery, so it's kind of good as a highlight, but it's really shimmery. I've had trouble really building that one up even with an eyeshadow base. But yeah, so I used these for today to create my eye look. I used this on my lid. I used this in the crease. I used this on the outer V just to deepen it a little. And then I used this on my brow bone and just to blend it out a little. So there's that, and I'll come back to this again later because I ended up using it again. But anyways, so then after I did my eyeshadow, I went ahead and moved on to the rest of my face and then came back to my eyes. So I went ahead and used the Urban Decay Beauty Balm, Naked Skin Beauty Balm. I have mine in Naked Dark. And I use this because, well, first off, it has SPF 20, and the moisturizer I'm using right now doesn't have any SPF in it. And then the foundation I'm using today has no SPF in it, so I wanted some SPF in there. Also, since this one is Naked Dark, and I don't really want to squeeze any out, sorry. I don't want to waste it. There's not much left. I'll have to buy a new one soon. I went ahead and used the Naked Dark one because it's a little darker than my skin tone, but it's really, really, really sheer. It doesn't add really any kind of coverage. It has that whole optical blurring technology going on that they talk about. I use this with lighter foundations whenever I have foundations that are just a smidge too light, and it usually helps to deepen it enough so that it's not too light on my face. So even now, my foundation's not a perfect match, but this helps to bring it down a little bit. So the foundation I'm talking about I really do like this. This is the Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation from CoverGirl. Have mine in the shade 210. Like I said, it might be a little, just a smidge too light, but it usually does oxidize slightly throughout the day, so then it ends up being fine. Just when I first put it on, it's just a bit too light. Then throughout the day, it oxidizes just half a shade darker. It doesn't oxidize too much on me, and so I do like that. And then after I put on my foundation, I did go ahead and use the concealer. This is in the shade Medium. I applied that directly with the sponge tip applicator in a V shape under my eyes and a little bit on my nostrils. And then I like to blend this out. You can use your fingers, but my favorite way to blend out concealers is I like to use Fix Plus from MAC. This is a spray toner. So I just spray the little sponge and then I apply it that way and just blend it out that way, which is really nice. So instead of like me using my fingers there's nothing wrong with using your fingers, but it's just been hot, still kind of hot in here, kind of uncomfortable. So it honestly feels good to use a spray toner and apply it to my face. It just feels nice and cool, refreshing, and it helps to blend out the product nicely. So then I went ahead and powdered my entire face using the Ready Set Gorgeous Brush Complexion Powder Foundation from CoverGirl. This is in the shade 215 or medium, and I'll show that to you right there. And sorry, this is making my autofocus go crazy. I went ahead and used a large fluff brush to apply the powder, so it gave me a nice matte complexion, helps to set my foundation and concealer, and also for whenever I apply my other powder products, it won't stick to the moist foundation and concealer on my skin. That way I'll be able to blend them out nicely. So then I went back to my eyes after I did that, and I used another color tattoo. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in the shade Dramatic Black, and it's just a matte black color tattoo. I used an angled liner brush, and I did that as my eyeliner on top here. And honestly, I've done this twice. It's the second day in a row that I've tried it out this way using two different liner brushes. I don't recommend it as an eyeliner simply because the texture is so matte. It's really kind of dry, so it really kind of it's really hard to make it opaque, and it kind of drags on the skin just because it's such a matte, dry texture. But I wanted to try it out as such. So this will be best just as a cream eyeshadow on its own or as a base for darker, smoky eye looks. But I do like this, and I'm glad to have this in my collection. I will get a lot of use out of this, just not as a cream eyeliner on the top because, like I said, it's hard to make opaque. It's kind of dry and it drags, so it's hard to get nice, crisp lines. But I managed to make it work. This one's a total dud for me. This is the Maybelline Master Kajal. I got mine in the shade Navy Night, and I'll even try to swatch it for you. So honestly, kind of disappointing. You can see how sheer that is. I really thought this was like, it says Master Kajal, I really thought this was going to be more of an intense color. I used it on my lower lash line, but I had to drag this like 50 times to get the intensity. And then because it is so kind of like big and thick, even at the tip here, trying to like get this to be a thin line, it just ended up being a really thick line. And then getting it on my waterline, sorry, I'm going to pull my eye open a little here. It looks like it's already kind of fading on my waterline. I've had this on maybe less than an hour, so don't waste your money. Don't pick these up. Or maybe just the blue one sucks, because I didn't get the black one or the charcoal one, so maybe those are better. But Navy Night Blue one sucks, so if I can find my receipt, I'll probably actually take this back. And I don't return stuff that often, but this one sucked. This one I'm actually going to throw away. This is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express mascara. I just do not like this mascara. It's clumpy. It makes my lashes stick together. It makes them spidery. It stinks. I mean, it literally smells bad. I just did not like this at all. Like, I did a first impression video on this and I wasn't wowed, and I thought, well, maybe if I leave it, you know, after you open it and you let them sit sometimes a week or two, sometimes, you know, the air that gets in there helps to harden the formula a little, make it a little better sometimes. No, this mascara just sucks. I don't like this at all. And since I bought this a while ago and I don't think I'm going to be able to find the receipt, I'm just going to throw it out. It sucks. Don't get it. I didn't like it. So then, my brows. I needed to do my brows. So what I did, let me find it, is I actually went back to the Nudes palette here from Maybelline, and it's okay for brows. It just depends on what you like, what you're used to. But I actually used these two shades right here. And as far as I know, none of these actually have names. So just these two right here. They're kind of a satin finish. They're not 100% matte. They're matte-ish, I guess you could say. They have like super duper super subtle shimmer in there, like very, like almost non-existent shimmer. And so what I did is I took a flat liner brush, and I took this shade. It's kind of a taupe shade, and I applied it just here in my front part of my brow, and here the outer edges right here. And then I went in with this deeper taupe shade and went just like right in the middle, like a little closer to the inside here, and just darkened it up so that it is nice and lighter in the front, but then darker in the back. And it's not too bad if you want to try using these as brow powders. it's definitely doable. So still testing this out. So I guess tomorrow when I test this out, I'll use these 4 shades together as a quad to see how I like the pigmentation and the look of that. So now I'm done with my eyes, and I moved on to my highlighter. I went ahead and grabbed my Nars Bourdin or Bourdin palette. This was a limited edition palette last year around Christmas time that I'm really glad I got, because I'm really kind of set on Nars blushes for a minute, because you know, you got Nars, you got Laguna, or you got Nars, you got Laguna, the bronzer, you've got Orgasm, you've got Deep Throat, and there's even this nice highlighter shade here. It's honestly a little too light for me. As you can see, I have it right on my nose. I use it right here around this area. I use it on my cupid's bow, and I use it on my chin. So it's honestly a little too light for me, so I do like to use it occasionally, but you have to use such a light hand with it because it really catches so much light, and it's so white. But this is, I believe this shade's exclusive to this palette, and it's called Devotee, I believe. So I use that as my highlighter. And I really wish I had kept the box for this, because it actually had the Bourdin or Bourdin, you know, photography on the cardboard box, and also would have kept this palette nicer, because these are so prone to fingerprints and they pick up a lot of oil and dirt and get gross over time. But lesson learned, next time I will keep the box for this. Oops, sorry, hit my table. Alright, so then I went ahead and used a bronzer. I'm addicted to this bronzer. This is limited edition packaging, but it's part of the permanent MAC lineup. And this is simply their bronzing powder in golden. You can get this anytime in a plethora of packaging. It comes out in many collections in special edition packaging. I got mine in the alluring aquatic packaging, which I love. And then I went ahead and used MAC for my blushes. I'm addicted to these two. I have both of these on right now. I'm wearing this Frost blush from MAC called Worldly Wealth. And it's just this really pretty golden shimmery blush. So I have that all up through here. And then on top of that, I'm wearing Bread for Beauty, which is a beauty powder blush from MAC. And this is just a bright matte pink. You need like 2 taps of this with a super fluffy brush, and then just put this on top, and they just, I'm in love with this blush combo. Now my lips I'm really loving today too. This was really fun. So, sorry I'm on a MAC kick lately. I've done a lot of MAC hauls, so I'm using a lot of MAC products lately. I apologize. If I do another one of these Face of the Days with little mini reviews here, I'll definitely mix it up and not use only like MAC, because, you know, I want to show you guys different things, play with makeup, and I've got a pretty nice little makeup collection going on. Not bragging, just saying, so it would be a good excuse for me to pull a lot of stuff out and play with that. But I went ahead and used this lip pencil in half red, see if we can get in there for a second, half red from MAC. This is special edition packaging, and sorry it can't focus because of the special edition packaging. This is part of the permanent lineup, and I went ahead and just lined my lips and filled them in with this shade. It's just like a really brown undertone red. It's like a soft red. I love this one. So I lined my lips and filled them in with this, and then I topped it off with a limited edition lipstick from MAC. This is from the Pedro Lorenzo, I don't know how to pronounce that name, and I keep saying I'm going to look it up online, I never do. But anyways, this is the shade, it's an amplified finish, this is the shade Peach Beige. So you can see how ridiculously nude this is, and I just, you know, applied it over top of this shade. There you go, I'm going to partially touch that so you can see the effect. Zoom in for you guys so you can see how awesome. It just turns it into this really, I don't know, I love it. I'm obsessed with this combo. Just really lined my lips with half red, filled it in, and then just put this on all over on top. And I'm in love with this combo. Let me know what you guys think of this lip combo. Do you like this? Okay, so that is my face of the day. These are the items that I used. And let me know what you guys thought of this video. Do you like these kind of videos? Or would you rather just see me do a speed tutorial? Or did you like me showing you each object and just like discussing it? And just let me know. Alright, if you guys like it, I'll make more of these. If not, I won't, and I'll do something else. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. I'm really active on Instagram. That's my favorite social media. So if you're not following me on there, go ahead and check it out. You might like it. I post some pretty fun pics, a lot of makeup pics, a lot of makeup news. I do the occasional giveaway on my Instagram if you're into that. So go ahead and check that out. Alright, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.